Hi. There's a couple of things that I want to make sure you guys are taking care of with the cameras. One of the things I've noticed when you're using the cameras, you're not always remembering to put the strap around your neck or to put it around the wrist. Always best to put it around your right wrist. That's where you're holding the camera. Make sure that when you're putting the SD card and the camera battery in, that you don't take the cover off yet. Leave the cover on. So we'll put the battery in here. We'll put in an SD card. Let me grab one. All right, we'll put in this SD card. Press it in, make sure it's clicked, and close that door. Now I'm ready to put the lens on. When I take this cap off, remember, when I take it off, don't angle the lens up. We don't want dust to fall in. Keep it facing sideways. You can set that down if you need to. Same thing with the lens. When you take the cap off, turn it sideways. Match up those dots and squares. Make sure it clicks to lock into place. Everything else that I saw you do looked pretty good. You guys are taking care of the right settings and knowing how to turn it on and off. The last thing I want you to think about is when you're using your tripod. Don't screw the tripod to the camera. Take the connecting piece and put that on the camera. You can turn it a few times to get it where it's locking down, but then straighten it out and use the little lever on the screw on the bottom to use that to tighten down. Make sure it's nice and straight as you tighten that down before you put it on your tripod. Again, leave the camera wrapped around your wrist while you're putting it on the tripod. That way you're sure not to drop it. Once it's secure, then you can unwrap. Okay, the other things that I want to show you today are on the on your Google Drive. So as we're looking at the drive where we have shared items, the folder that's been shared with you is called Shared Resources. Inside Shared Resources, you have a lot of information. So what if you want to keep shared resources where it's easy to access? If you will right-click on your Shared Resources folder, you can put this in starred, or you can add a shortcut to Drive. If I add a shortcut to Drive, I can put it all the way up at my drive. And now I will see Shared Resources pinned over here on my screen. So I've got Shared Resources pinned over here for easy access. Very helpful when you're trying to find things to have them pinned that you use pretty frequently. If you take any footage that you feel would make good B-roll, or you take any images that you feel would be good B-roll, or you find sound effects that would be helpful, let's make sure to organize all those in Shared Resources so that everybody can have the opportunity to use them and not have them just in one location or have them in multiple locations. Hope that helps you guys with some of just the little basics here as we get started using the cameras and shooting footage. Thanks.